While Oklahomans were weighted down with those problems, they were also playing. For a wrap-up on what they played and some of the final scores, here's Ross Porter.
Three state wrestlers, Doug Blubaugh, Shelby Wilson, and Terry McCann, all won Olympic gold medals in wrestling at Rome for Uncle Sam. They were the only Americans to win gold medals in wrestling. In the college competition in wrestling in 1960, Oklahoma State won both dual meets over Oklahoma. But the Cowboys had eligibility problems, and the Sooners came on to win the Big 8 and NCAA titles. It was also the year in which the NCAA placed the University of Oklahoma on indefinite probation. When athletic director Bud Wilkinson returned from a trip to Hawaii, shortly after the penalty was assessed, WKY-TV was there.
The university's position has been one of wanting to cooperate with the NCAA and of trying to cooperate with the NCAA, and I'm sure that we will continue to do so.
It was also a good year for golf in Oklahoma. Glenn Fowler of Oklahoma City won his third straight amateur trophy, something that hadn't been done in 40 years. When the pros came to town, Art Wall ripped apart the Oklahoma City Twin Hills Country Club with 14 under par rounds of 65 and 63 to lead the nation in qualifying for the National Open. Later that same week, 4 players were tied for the lead in the 72-hole Oklahoma City Open with only 5 holes to play. But Gene Littler birdied the last 3 holes to win the $30,000 tournament. Arnold Palmer finished third behind Wall. In basketball, the Phillips 66ers won the National Industrial Basketball title, but lost in the AAU playoffs. The Oklahoma Sooners were the only member of the state Big Four in college ball to win more than they lost, but they finished in third place in the Big 8 Conference, 1 game behind Kansas and Kansas State. Enid and Stillwater won the big high school prep titles in '60. In track, a technicality cost OU's J.D. Martin the world's pole vaulting record. After apparently clearing 15 feet 9 3/4 inches, it found that only the bar was placed in the wrong position. OU also broke Kansas's stranglehold and won the indoor track for the Big 8 Conference. In baseball, the Tulsa Oilers won the Texas League playoffs and beat Mexico City in the intra-league playoffs also. In tennis, Gene Land of Oklahoma City continued to be the best amateur in the state, but young Billy Higgins of Lawton showed tremendous improvement. In the fall, OU's football fortunes dipped to an all-time low under Bud Wilkinson as the opposition toughened up. OSU played for the first time in the Big 8 Conference, but both the Sooners and Cowboys could win only 3 games this fall. Tulsa was better with a 5-5 record, but the real state powerhouse was Langston, which won 10 straight games, extended a winning streak to 16, and went to the Orange Blossom Football Bowl, where Florida A&M spoiled things with a 40-26 victory. Midwest City, Seminole, Choctaw, and Beaver won the state high school divisions. And that was the Oklahoma sports picture in 1960.